and get started. If this is your first time here, my name is Justin Taylor. I'm the Business Development and Training Executive for Rock Title for both Arizona and Nevada. So if you're in Nevada, hello, we welcome you. It's exciting to include you guys into these trainings and as a whole. And today we're going to be going over Linktree for real estate agents, how you can use this tool in your business. So it's a tool for connecting followers to your entire online world, not just one feed. Little back history, Linktree actually was developed by two guys that, I can't remember what industry they were in, but Instagram only allows one link in the bio, right? So this is how this all came about. And content would just be lost. You're posting on social media and you might be like a blog or something. And as you keep posting, those squares just get lower and lower and lower and nobody ever sees it again. So Linktree allows that link or content that you want to showcase live on forever until you decide to switch it out or anything like that. So it's super awesome that this was created, especially for real estate agents, because there are a lot of stuff that we want to make sure that we're driving traffic to, or just offer value to our clients and prospects to kind of direct them in what direction we want them to go into. So the first part of this is we're just going to talk about a few ideas, what Linktree is, how you can utilize it, and then we're going to go through a real life walkthrough on how to sign up and create it, and we'll use some of the functions and things like that. Like I said earlier as well, we will make sure this is recorded, so I'll make sure it gets edited and sent out to everyone in Rock University within 24 hours. And any other resources we talk about today, I'll make sure to include in there. So of course, all of our classes and trainings that we're doing through Rock University, you just go to rockuniversity.com and you can schedule there. There are classes through the end of June, so make sure to go there, check those out. Go ahead and get scheduled and signed up for any of the other ones that you would like to participate in. So what is Linktree? Let's talk about that. So Linktree not only points followers in the direction of your choosing to your other social profiles, if you have an e-commerce store or content you want to share, like real estate agents, but it helps hold followers within your online ecosystem for longer, right? So they don't start scattering everywhere else. They kind of go down a rabbit hole through all the different links and things that you can provide, and allows users to share more, sell more, curate more, and grow more. So Linktree makes your online content more discoverable, easier to manage, and more likely to convert. So the more value you can provide in those links, things like very local that we're going to talk about, the better. So you can post this link anywhere you would normally post your website URL. Okay, so again, the bio on your Instagram, LinkedIn, when it asks for a website, use a Linktree. So when it pops up, you can have more options for your users to click through. You can provide more value. You can see here on the right-hand side, this is the mobile version of Rock University's Linktree. So all of our additional social media icons are up here. Those are all clickable. A little bit about Rock Title, all customizable to how you want it to look and feel. We have, I've got our upcoming training schedule in there, our latest training, the Altos Market Reports, one of the ones we did a few weeks ago. I wanted to highlight that one. Our relocation guides for both Arizona and Nevada were updated and finished. So those are available there if you want to go get those. And then of course you can just learn more about Rock Title in Arizona and Nevada through those links there. What's interesting and kind of cool is, let me escape out of this real quick, and then we'll jump back in there, is when the Linktree is viewed on a desktop version or your laptop, it looks like this, right? So very similar, it looks like that. So people can use and look at this link even from their laptop. What's cool is there's certain features on here that you can add in there, which we're going to go over. You can add little icons, so a little calendar, because it's upcoming training schedule, just adds a little bit of pizzazz to it. And you can make this, or one of these buttons, move. There's different animations you can do. So when the user's looking at it, it obviously draws their attention. You want to focus them on that. So maybe when you start talking about a home valuation, or maybe it's a blog that you want them to take a look at, You can make that one stand out more by a little animation. But this is what the desktop version would look like. We're going to jump back into this. We're going to blow past that. So how to market your Linktree, right? So what are some ways that you can use this? And I'm going to ask you guys to help me because maybe you guys have some other ideas that I didn't think of, but you could text your link as a digital business card. So when we dive into this, you're going to see that we can add contact info. All of like it's basically a contact card for you. So you can just easily paste this link in a text and send it to someone. They pop it open. They see all your content that you have plus your contact information. Of course, you want to use it across all your social media platforms, right? Your Instagram, you can have it on your website URL, and your Facebook, LinkedIn, all that, or YouTube. If you do that, you can put it in there. There's even a QR code feature that you don't even have to go and generate on a different website. You can download the QR code directly from Linktree that has your tree in it. And then when it gets scanned, it shows this here, whether on the mobile version or the desktop version. And QR codes they used to just be non-existent because 10, 12 years ago, they tried to be a thing. They weren't a thing. We said no. The pandemic happened and the QR code won. So we're very used to the QR code now. Great things that you can use it for is flyers, open house signs, for sale signs, sign writers, you know, so many different things, backup business cards. If you're out somewhere and you can just like have them scan it, you text it to them. So QR codes are kind of a cool thing that you can include in your business now, especially with the updates to the cameras on the phone to where you don't have to have a different app to actually use it like you did a decade ago. Email signatures, another cool thing to put in there. View my website or view, you know, learn more about me, view more content, anything like that you want to drive traffic to, you can do that there. Does anybody have any other ideas? Bree, do you have any ideas, or anyone in there in the comment box? I kind of want to make this a little engaging. But any ideas of how you could use your Linktree?
I think buyer seller guides for agents are important. Relocation guides, I like that you touched on that. I think that's super important. Also, you could also, if you have your website sectioned out by city, you could do searches for specific cities. I've seen some agents do that. You could also use Home Scout or whatever type of CRM that integrates, or IDXV that integrates with your CRM system. I think that those are always good as well. And then any type of charity events that you're doing. Let's say you're doing a charity, picking up some donations for a local food drive or something. All of that information I think is really great to have on there. Oh, perfect.
Me too.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's all. I mean, perfect information. I mean, charities was a huge one. I think that's important, right? As you know, we get so business minded sometimes. I think making it's okay to be human. I mean, there's things that we support and that we want to get back to our communities, and that's important for consumers when they're choosing a realtor or looking to work with somebody. How are you giving back to the community? So that's a great one. I love that you touched on that. Any open houses that maybe you have coming up, your sold listings, like Bree was saying, if you have any IDX data on your website or pages that you can link to, your current actives, your solds, your latest blog, just your website in general. Local information is huge, right? We have so many out-of-state people moving here. So hiking, restaurants, schools, shopping, of course, any of your additional social media platforms, like you saw those icons at the top, reviews, right? Client testimonials, client success stories. Maybe it links to your Google business profile, your Zillow, your Facebook, your Yelp. And like Bree said, buyer seller guides and your relocation guide. Rock Title just revamped all of our guides. So those are available now at rocktitle.com. So you can always go there and take a look, and I'll show you guys that. And then of course, property valuation tool. So maybe you have a valuation form on your website, or you've heard me talk about it before, HomeBot. This is a lender-sponsored platform. So if you reach out to your lender to see if they offer it, it's honestly one of the best seller tools available right now. They have a 50% engagement rate, and it's all built around building wealth, right? It's just not home valuations, it's about building wealth. So consumers really, really love that, and I'll show you that. And then of course, mortgage calculator and any market stats maybe you want to link to. But these are some ideas of things that you can use in your link tree. So this is a link that that allows you to have additional links out to other platforms and the content that you want to showcase. It's not necessarily a home search app, Michael, of what you've mentioned here, but as I go through this, you'll see that it's one link that allows you to kind of tree out to a ton of different content of where you want to drive traffic. Awesome. And Bree just mentioned that she's got a class on May 26th in person in Phoenix. So if you're in Phoenix, in Arizona market, for HomeBot, highly recommend. Bree, how can they get more information on that? I'm on a HomeBot kick right now. So
I love HomeBots. My favorite tool for agents, or one of them. Just message me in the chat, or I can put my email address in here as well, and just reach out to me. I'll send you the flyer.
For sure. Thank you. Yeah, highly recommend attending that. It's honestly, it's amazing for what you can do with that. So love that you mentioned that. Okay. We're going to go here. All right. So now we're just going to dive in and we're going to walk through setting up. So I showed you what Rock Universities look like. You can get there by this fancy URL, linktr.ee, right? So .ee, or just linktree.com. Keep it simple. I'm going to come back here. So here we are. Linktree. Okay, so this is what the website looks like. We're going to go in. Actually, I'm not going to log in. Whoops. I'm going to sign up for free. And actually, let me go back real quick. So I want to talk about the pricing. So there's a few options. What's great is you can start for free. It's free forever. You get unlimited links. It's customizable. There's a few features that aren't there, but to get it up and going and to look beautiful for how it needs to function, free is great. It's the way to go. There's a starter, which gives you a little bit more customization. And then there's the pro for $6 a month. And then there's a premium one that you can use to monetize and things like that. This is like for influencers and things where they can monetize. But I do like the recommended one, the $6 a month, because it gives you a little bit more things you can do. Like there's a contact form. You can have them sign up for a newsletter and things like that in there. But absolutely just start with the free account, play around with it, get it set up, and then you can go from there. So I'm going to go back here, create an account for free. Just a few questions. So it's Linktree / your username. So you can just look to see if your username is available. So I doubt this is available, but didn't think so. Let's see. Justin Taylor AC. That's available. So then after that, you're just going to put in your email. And let's create that real quick. Once you get all that in there, so you can always come here and find your username. You can change this username too once you sign up. If you decide you want to see if something else is available, you can always do that as well. So it's going to ask you for your name. Continue. It's going to ask you what category best describes your link tree. So you're going to choose business. Real estate is an option here. I'm going to choose continue. And of course, it's going to ask you which plan that you want to do. For today, I'm doing the free one. Just know that on certain features, which I'll jump over to the Rock University one, may not be available in here, but I'll make sure to show you guys in the paid account. So sign up for free, verify account, cool. Can always do that later. What's nice about this is they give you a preview on the right-hand side so that you can see everything that you change, or you can see how it looks as you're going along here. So there's a few things here. You got your links. This is how you're going to add new links, which we'll walk through. We'll add some links in there. Your appearance, of course, is going to change the way the background looks, the logo, see all this. This is why I recommend at least maybe the $6 one a month, because a lot of these aren't available, but you can always create your own. You can update your profile. So maybe it's a picture of you, maybe it's your real estate logo, something like that. Your title, bio, all that good stuff. Background, of course. Different buttons. You can change all the colors, all that stuff in there. Settings allows you to set up some SEO information. Plus down here, you can add your social icons that you saw at the top of the Rock University one. And then analytics. So analytics has to be a paid version. I think it starts at the $3 one, but this gives you insight if you're into analytics and kind of seeing where traffic's being driven. This gives you insight on what links are being clicked the most and where people are spending their time. It even tells you how often or how long they were there. So I'm going to go back to links, and we're just going to start adding some links in here. So since we were talking about HomeBot so much, I'm going to go ahead and add that property valuation in there first. It won't say who clicked it, unfortunately. Unless what's nice is it has that, does have a sign up form in there. So you can always drive leads that way if you can make it enticing enough. So that's a cool feature there. So, I'm going to use instant property valuation. I'm going to get that URL from my HomeBot. Again, I would definitely message Bree if you're in the Arizona market. And get that signed up there. Share. You just to make sure it's going the right place. Yep. So I'm going to take this link. I'll paste the URL here. You can see there that it's updated, right? We're going to put links in here, and then I promise you we're going to make it a lot prettier than just what it is there. But let's add another link in here. Maybe it'll go to, let's see, what should we add in here? Let's do a relocation guide. And I'm going to do Arizona. Just because I'm Arizona native, but Nevada, you could do the exact same thing. Relocation guide. I'm going to go to, actually, I'm going to do a seller guide first. Right, seller's market. I'm going to go to Arizona. So I just went to, sorry guys, I went a little faster. rocktitle.com. Under location, I'm choosing Arizona. I'm going to scroll all the way down. Buyer and seller guides. It's going to ask you which one. If you didn't watch or catch the how to market buyer seller guides training that I did, I think it was last week, you can go to rockuniversity.com and watch that and see how you can customize a cover for this for you. That way it's all branded to you. But I'm just showing you guys how you can add these links in here. So, seller guide, URL. Okay. Now, I have two links in here, and let's say we want the property valuation one to be first. All you're gonna do is you're gonna choose these three little dots and go and move it, okay? So you can always move them up and down like that. Now we can add another link here. Just gonna check. Yep, absolutely, Troy. What are some other items in here that we might want to add? So again, with Arizona, I'm going to do visit phoenix.com is a great resource. Nevada, you've got a ton of tourism and resources like this as well that you can link out to if you wanted to. I'm not going to add a whole lot of links in here. I just want you guys to be able to see how it works. So let's go with things to do. Maybe it's getting a little warm for outdoors, but we're going to do it anyways. Hiking. Look up this link. Best hiking. Again, maybe you rewrite this and put a blog on your website so it goes to your website. Hiking. Right. I want the property valuation to be up there first. I'm going to add a link. This one I'm going to say browse. These aren't actually my listings, but you get what I'm trying to show you here. I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to add one more. Maybe two more. Just so. Paste that URL in there. Again, I want this property valuation at the top. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to show you guys why. Okay, what do we think? Should we add anything else? Should we add some reviews in there? I was thinking maybe reviews. I'm going to add, I know we did a Google business profile class. So I'm going to click reviews. I'll copy this link. Add link. I'm going to say client success stories. I'm actually going to have this one go second. And that says unsafe because I did this. See if it likes this one. Does not like that one after I clicked on it. So let's go back. We might just ignore that. Some of Google's links for the profile it's hard to use sometimes, but let me. Probably not gonna like this one either. Nope. So pretend that's a link. Perfect. Awesome. So once you come in here, and it's honestly unlimited links, so you could literally go on forever. Do not recommend it, but do what's important in your business model. So if you're super hyper local or things like that, maybe you have a YouTube, you do a lot of video, and you want to showcase your latest videos up here, do that, absolutely. But you can come in here, play around, kind of test it, see what links are working, what's not. Check those analytics, which is why I always think that paying that little extra so you can see where traffic is going, and then you can add more content like that. into your link tree. So we've added the links in here. A couple of things under here, you have some additional options. So you can always redirect a domain if you wanted to, or a link if you wanted to. Of course, that's an upgrade, but you can temporarily send all visitors to a different link, just like what would happen on a website. You can add a thumbnail, which you saw here, that little calendar there next to upcoming training schedule. You can always add a thumbnail there. So let's say instant property valuation. I'm going to set a thumbnail. Either upload your own if you wanted to. I'm going to choose one. And let's see if there's a money bag. So that's kind of with that. Or just money in general. They've got Bitcoin. Do we not have real money anymore? No cash, just Bitcoin. Did I pass it? Someone threw something in the chat. Yeah, you can get some thumbnails from Canva. Good call out. You just download those PNG. It might have to be a certain size. Okay, there's so many icons there. All I want is some cash. Okay. So I'm going to choose this one just because I want them to click on it. Maybe there's a house in there, something like that. But you get the idea. You can always come in here and change and look at any others that maybe you want to do. Maybe I just want the arrow pointing to it. Or if you don't want the thumbnail, we can remove that. And maybe you want to prioritize it. You want to draw the attention a little bit more, right? So that instant property valuation, maybe your latest video, maybe your client success stories, your sold, whatever you want the user's eye to go to directly first, you can always prioritize. So this is an upgrade, but let me jump over here so you guys can, I want you guys to actually see it. So I'd have to log out, but this is what that would look like. This one, I have it move, you can have it wobble, you can have it slide as well. Basically, it lets you animate it. So when the user goes there, they just immediately see that one. Maybe it's a recent award you got, achievements, things like that. Always draw the attention. Schedule, again, another upgrade. You can have a link scheduled at a certain time. So maybe you're having something, a blog or something post at a certain time, and then you can have that link post at that same exact time. So it's all cohesive. Lock just means lock it. So they either have to enter a code, a date of birth, or just say that it's sensitive content or NFT contract address. But anything if you wanted a code, we probably won't use this in real estate because we don't really want to have to lock the link or anything like that. And then of course, analytics specifically to that link you can view as well. So this up here will give you the analytics overall of your link tree. This will give you the individual statistics for that link. Okay, so those are some of the other options there that you can add. Any questions on adding links in here? They've really made it super easy. If you wanted to, it's an upgrade, but if you click on Explore, this is where you can add your contact details. Maybe this one's free. I think it is. So this is where you can go in and add your info. Right? Maybe you do brokerage, filter. Maybe you're a buyer's specialist. Give any designation, maybe put in there. You can put your email. You want to put your address in there, hours, things like that. Okay, we see here at the top. So now when that goes down, this is why it's so useful. And it's literally a digital business card. So this is on the free version. So you can text this link to somebody and then they have that. They can simply save it to their contacts. Huge. Again, you can fill this out even more if you wanted to, but has all your information in there. They can save to their contacts. Super cool feature. Some other Explore stuff that you can, add in here, maybe a video. You just have to get the URL link or anything like that for like YouTube or upload. You always add that in there as well. So if you're an agent who does video, which would be amazing, you can always add that in there as well. Contact form. Just showing you guys a couple useful ones that would work for our industry. So contact, name, email, mobile, and the message. And then you can just, what's the response? So response will be sent to email. What email will be sent to, thank you message, all that stuff. This is an upgrade feature, but then they can simply just click the contact form, and we can build your email list and things like that for your database. Okay, so you can always go in there and explore a little bit more. So we've got, I think, all the links in here that we wanted to add. So we're going to jump over to appearance. Here is your, once it loads here, so there we go. So profile title. Here you can put in, of course, you can make it very unique, very you. So any title that you want to put in there, or maybe a local Phoenix realtor, something like that. You can type in your bio, always paste that in there. I'm just going to copy a little bit in there just so you guys get the visual. Oops, it's loading too fast. Just going to put that much. You only get 80 characters, so I knew that was going to be too. Okay. Again, this is just for training, so just make it count. Or in here, you can just put, what your focus is. Maybe you work with investors, maybe you're just a strictly buyer's agent, listing agent. What's your process as a listing agent? You can always add that information in there. Okay, then we're going to get into themes. So obviously a lot of these are upgrade to use, but it's literally the colors and stuff like that. So I'm going to go to Lake Black. This one looks kind of nice. You can see that there. Kind of sleek. Maybe you're more of a lighter version. You can see this here. You can create your own. But you choose one of these. If you want to do the free version, if you keep scrolling down, we can customize the background. So if you want to upload an image, again, that's going to have to be an upgrade. But you can see here on the Rock University one, there's an image behind. Okay, this is what I have in our bio. Then it shows your name there. So you just have an image back there. Background color, you can always change. Maybe we just want it to be all black. Maybe. Might not with that theme. Try one light. So it's probably part of the upgrade. So again, you just have to upgrade that if you wanted to change background color, but you can. Buttons, you can choose which buttons you want. You can see here that it's going to update. There it goes, all the white back there. So I'm going to change this to black now. My computer's just lagging. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so we have the all black there. It's a bit much. So I'm gonna click in here and maybe go a little bit lighter. Gray. That way you guys can see the buttons. Right, you got some shadow in there. You can hover over these, see what they look like. This is the one that I have, but it's an upgrade. So that's the version, like the kind of torn paper look. Button colors you can change, of course. This is going to be obnoxious, but I'm going to do the red. But you can always go in there and put in your custom colors. Button font color, so maybe all black. Different fonts. Again, some of the grayed out ones you have to upgrade to. But they have several different fonts, font color. And then to hide the Linktree logo, so you can see here at the bottom, you have the Linktree logo. If you don't want to show that, you just have to upgrade and you can toggle that off. So you can see here, that's toggled off on that one. Okay, so you can see you can very much customize it to all your branding. Again, up here, you can always upload your logo. You can design it directly from Canva, right within the system. If you are into the NFTs, you can always upload your NFT that you bought in your profile there as well. I'm gonna just try to upload maybe a logo that I have. See if this will work. Again, maybe it's your headshot, maybe it's your business logo. Updates it there. Definitely want to have Rockstar Agent in your bio and add that in there. So you can really go in and customize this to your branding if you have certain colors and things like that to make it match, make it fun. I've seen a lot of fun like photos in the background with like clients, you know, after you've closed at the title company, things like that, you can always add in there. Kind of makes it fun. Once you kind of make it look like how you want it to look, you can go to settings. You want to make sure you get your social media icons in there. So of course, your SEO, I would go in email sign up form, which what we talked about just a few minutes ago is that upgrade. So I'm going to scroll down here to SEO. I always recommend, again, this is, you have to upgrade. Always recommend your first and last name at whatever your brokerage is, because that's going to really dive into Google further, especially with brokerages having such high SEO capability already because of how much has been poured into it. Tying it to their name will help pull you up a little bit further. Description can be a little bit more of your bio, maybe what you add in here to keep it consistent. If you wanted to have additional analytics for retargeting on Facebook or Google, you can add those in here, even TikTok ads, things like that. But this is where you would go and add your social icons under settings. You can click add icon. You just choose all the different icons that you want to add here or just search. So I'm going to choose email. Add to that. Populates it at the bottom first. So if you want it to be shown at the bottom and not the top, you can do that. You just toggle one of these here. I typically want it to be shown there, so it's a bit more visual. Facebook. So I'm going to put google.com just so that it will take that. Of course, it's not going to take that. So let's just do this. It's not going to take that either. So if you have not joined Rock University's exclusive Facebook group, where we post a lot of different content in there, we've got a lot of more templates coming. Recently just posted this Canva neighborhood letter template. Agents were already going in and customizing and doing it in there. You can come in here and copy that over to yours. But if you haven't joined this yet, and you want to, you can go ahead and request. It's just Rock University in Facebook. You can search for that. Actually, it's in the link tree. You find us on Instagram. So I'm going to add that in there. Instagram's another one. So you can see here, these are just populating up here. See if there's any other ones that you would use. LinkedIn's a great one. I hope everyone's using LinkedIn as part of their business. It's really come back as a way to connect with potential clients. Maybe Pinterest, if you have a wall, a bunch of interior design or real estate related things, you can always add your Pinterest in there. Those are always fun. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Definitely, if you're doing videos and things like that, you can add that in there. But under settings is where you can add your social icons. Okay, and then of course, analytics is just going to be diving deeper into what's being clicked, how long they're there, all that good stuff. Of course, it's all going to say 0, but. And then again, upgrade. If you wanted to upgrade, you can always go on there and take a look at what the additional costs are. It's very inexpensive for what it can do. If you wanted to stick with the free, that works absolutely as well. The $3 version gets you a little bit more. And then of course the 6.1 is what I would recommend. This you don't need. It's more for influencers and things like that for transaction fees and all that good stuff. But the $6 one is a great value for what it does. Again, this is what ours looks like, and you can always come in here and update it all the time. Any questions on Linktree? Do we love Linktree? Are you going to use it? Those who have already been using it, did you learn at least one thing today? Try to give at least one gold nugget. Any questions? Michael's going to try it. Please do. I'm gonna touch base with you on the next training, see how it's going. Good stuff.
Thank you, Justin. This was awesome. I learned a ton, and I am using Linktree currently, so thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. You can always reach out to me. This was recorded, so I'll make sure this gets to everybody within 24 hours. I'll send a follow-up email. If you have not used Rocktalia yet, please give us a try. We have several branches across Arizona and Nevada. Amazing rockstar escrow team. Give us a shot. We've got awesome marketing reps and sales executives across both states. If you don't know who that sales executive is, please reach out to me and I will make sure that you get connected with them. And it just popped in my head because we did an Altos training class a few weeks ago. Getting that market data in your Linktree would be super awesome too. So reach out to your sales executive to make sure that you're signed up for those Altos reports so that you can add that into your content mix as well. Carolyn's been setting it up as we've been going, which is amazing, fairly easy. I love that feedback. They've made it super easy for the layout and everything. So you just got to go in and kind of tweak it to how you want it. Awesome, guys. Again, you can always go to rockuniversity.com. Whoops. There we go. Register for all those classes we've got coming up. Next week, we are creating a winning listing presentation. You honestly do not want to miss this one. It's I spent a ton of time on creating this listing packet. It actually was created in Photoshop and I converted it over to Canva so that you guys can use it, can easily add all your branding and everything like that. It's an amazing packet. So make sure you register for this one. That's going to be next Thursday from 1 to 2. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. If you have an open house or any business going on this weekend, good luck. Get one more client. Try to add 5 more people to your database by the end of the weekend. Make it productive. We'll see you guys in escrow. Have a great day, everyone.